Here on The Subject is Politics. My guest in this segment is a gentleman who should know a thing or two about how government works and balanced budgets and can certainly define the word tax. Welcome, the Honorable Jim Fuller, and you are the clerk of the court currently.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. So tell me, is Obamacare a tax? Is that how you define it?
Well, I guess it is. I'll tell you, if the decision the other day doesn't get conservatives and Republicans out to vote, nothing will. We got to get out to vote in November and change what's happening in Washington. It is going so far downhill that I can't imagine another 4 years. I just couldn't even imagine that at all. It just and the healthcare issue is a big issue for everybody, and we need to straighten it out. But certainly, Obamacare is not the way to do it.
Well, and our guest today is Jim Fuller, clerk of the court. He's running for re-election. All of the shenanigans that's going on up in D.C. for people that think, oh, well, I don't ever get involved in federal things, because I'm just a local dude here. But, I mean, it puts a pinch on city government, does it not?
Oh, absolutely. And it affects everybody, and all the citizens, no matter where you live. The federal government gets in your pocket, and it's just takes more money. And we need to get people up there to straighten it out.
Well, now you are running for re-election, talking about courts, because I think that we're not going to talk anything. I don't even think you can speak in America under this Obama administration unless you're speaking legally, because all they seem to be able to understand is you suing them. But also, people have sued the state of Florida, and there's a big controversy surrounding not just your race, but all constitutional officers. Tell us, what is a constitutional officer?
Well, a constitutional officer is, number one, is defined in the Florida Constitution. And there's two forms of it. There's Article 4, which is the sheriff, the tax collector, the property appraiser, and supervisor of elections. Their county, that's Article 4, county constitutional officers. The clerk of the court is a constitutional officer that's under the judiciary, and it has nothing to do with the county. As some people may know, I'm the clerk of the court here, but I have nothing to do with the county at all. I'm not the finance officer and that sort of thing. In our charter, when Duval County was chartered, they took all those responsibilities that some other clerks have away from the clerk in Duval County. And my only responsibility is to the judiciary. And so that's why this ruling in Broward County had no effect on me. And actually, the city finally, after a while, said they're not going to pursue it because they have no standing in the case whatsoever.
Now go back and explain to us, the people that haven't been following this, there was a court case that was in Broward County that challenged term limits.
No, actually the court case in Broward County didn't do that. The issue was they wanted to know if county commissioners were the same as constitutional officers that were protected under this term limits under the Cook case, Cook versus Jacksonville, and so that was the only question that Broward County wanted to answer. And then the Supreme Court said, well, let's look at the Cook, how you stand with Cook. And so it really got kind of muddled up in legal mumbo jumbo, but it turned out to be that the court never looked at the Article 5 part of the clerk of the courts in Duval County. So it really never affected me. Everybody thought it would affect everybody here, but it really doesn't. And so I'm running, I'm on the ballot, and I feel very privileged for the last 12 years to be the clerk of the court. The citizens voted me in, and we've done a great job. We're paperless courtroom. We're electronic filing. We saved over $200,000 this year just in file folders alone by going electronic. So,
wow!
Trying to do
you never think about how much. And plus, save a few trees. I guess.
Listen, the file folders that you buy in a clerk's office are very expensive. So when we went paperless, saved some money and really trying to streamline the clerk's office. We've had a 25% budget cut in the last 2 years, and we're still operating very, very efficiently and trying to serve the people.